Good morning and welcome back to another Sunday special Shunya Talks, where we study the ancient Indian text Ekotara Agamas, which has been translated from Sanskrit to Chinese by Gautama Sanghadeva during the Kushan Empire and is now being translated from Chinese to English and from English to many other languages by the SIFT Translation Department under the guidance of Dhyanachara Nagajiva, Dr. Lem. So today we will study Ekotara Agamas 24.7, but before that we will just quickly invite our guests. We have Dr. Rajesh and Dr. Lim with us today. Welcome Dr. Lim, welcome Doctor.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you so much for taking out the time so we can study the Agamas. Before we start studying, we will quickly do 9 to 0 Shunya practice. Okay, so we'll start with EA 24.7, directly present. Thus I have heard, one time the Buddha was staying at Anathapindida's ashrama in Jetwana of Shravasti. The Bhagwan addressed the bhikshus. When three things are present, noble men and women gain immeasurable merit. What are the three? 1. When faith arises. 2nd, when wealth is available. And 3rd, when observance of pure conduct is possible. These three bring immeasurable merit. The Bhagwan then spoke this verse. Faith, wealth, and purity are rare treasures. Wise donors discern their worth. Timely giving brings lasting peace. Celestial beings guard such virtues one, while the sensual remain ever unsatisfied. Therefore, bhikshus, noble men and women, should cultivate these three. Thus should you practice. When the bhikshus heard what the Buddha said, they followed it with joy.
Doctor?
Yeah. Actually, in many occasions, I'm telling that when this Buddha, he told the Brahmana, the household people, if you were to become the elders, there are a few conditions that you must fulfill, no? And the two basic conditions are you should be knowledgeable. Okay, then another condition very few people know that you have to be rich. You must be affluent, no? If you are not affluent, how to protect the Dhamma? If you are not affluent, how to support the Dhamma? Okay, and here also it make it very clearly, you know. Here it talk about three things. The first, okay, you must believe in what you are practice. That your practice will bring you a good result. No? That's the belief. We call it faith. Or the belief that this practice will bring you a good result. Now, you see, when we practice now, we don't practice for anything. Okay, we don't aim for anything, because when you aim for something, you know, then you are attached to rupa. You are attached to nama rupa. No? When you attach to nama rupa, actually you achieve nothing. Okay, remember that now. If you try to achieve something, you at the end of the day you achieve nothing. Okay, when you don't practice for anything, you know, then your mind will be blank. Okay, when your mind will be blank, your worry and your fear will disappear. When your worry or fear disappear, then you can see things clearly, you know. Okay, when you see things clearly, you no more illusion, then you will reach the nirvana. Because that is the point. Okay, so faith is very important. Faith, I mean, that when you practice river counting, practice sunya, you must have the faith that your mind will come down. definitely will come. That is the only way. That is the faith. Okay. We are practicing like you see, this trip I come to Latin America. In every meeting, today is an anniversary. It's a 13-year anniversary of what do you call this Bolivia. So we go for 30 count. 10,000 people, it's a great sin, we told them this is the only way, and you practice now, definitely you will not suffer for any depression. That is a faith. Okay. Secondly, you must have money, You should work, you should do your duty, Do your duty and make enough money, in your life. Okay. You see, Buddha had two groups of disciples, the Brahmana and the Sramana. Many people only look at Sramana, the monk. No. The monk actually is a very little monk. The people of monk is very little. Most of the disciples are Brahmana. Okay, Brahmana, but the Brahmana, the practice is very different from Sramana. Sramana, you have to go and beg for your food. Yeah, begging for food, but Brahmana never beg. People, this Buddha do not ask the Brahmana to go and beg. They always say you beg from soil. You beg from soil, that means you plant something, then you this begging from soil. You begging but in the other way. Okay, you do your duty, Okay, then you become affluent. Okay, so that is very important. That is the what they call. This is the second thing. Okay, this then you have to have this characteristic, Okay, then to call yourself a good disciple, the Brahmana. Okay, that's why they call this three immeasurable. This what they call immeasurable merit. Oh, yeah.
So here, doctor, it is written, wise donors discern their wealth. So what specifically is wise donor? If there are wise donor, there will be other types of donors as well?
Yeah, donor means you're the one who you can give. You must be affluent, then you can give. If you do the money, then how to give? Okay, donor. You become a donor. You see, dana. You see, when you become a bodhisattva, the first practice is you have to give, dana. How to give when you have not. You should be affluent in order to give. So that is the teaching, you have to be. That's why we say that when we study the teaching of Buddha, okay, you have to be what they call. You have to be understanding, okay, the true nature of the teaching. Okay, so Buddha do not teach nihilism, Don't teach you, you throw away everything, you don't do anything, sit there quietly. No. That never is teaching, Okay. And Brahmana is his major teaching, his major proverb. A Brahmana, 90% are God believer. Many of them, they believe in God. The word Brahma means God, It's a Brahmana means the God believer. Brahmachari. This Brahmachari. These are the things. That's why now, and in this one is very important. Three things, First, you must have faith. You must believe that what you practice will bring you good result. That's why you don't practice for anything. But you know the good result will come. Okay. Secondly is that you do your duty, Become a millionaire. Become an affluent, someone affluent, Thirdly, you should observe the sila. You should observe the rules. You should do not break the rules. Be a good human being. Okay, these are the basic teaching. So today, this sutra is very nice sutra, and this sutra are mainly meant for Brahmana. Brahmana, I mean the one who stay at home. But unfortunately, today the Brahmana, they call them Hindu. This is the term given by the British. They are Brahmana. Okay, these are the things. Okay, so now when you study these Āgamas, then you started to understand. Okay, the basic teaching of Buddha.
Yeah. So I think, Dr.
You see, Brahmana, a few things, Brahmana, that's what this Brahmana and Sramana, they're always in conflict. First, Sramana, they go and beg for food, and Brahmana, they go back. Sramana had to survive based on donation, Brahmana will never go for donation. You see, even our SIF, we do not survive by donation, Okay, our SIF, we survive by our own business, our DX, everything we support it. No, people want to donate. Okay, we accept now. But our main survival is not by. It's not by donation.
True.
It's not by donation. Okay, this thing. Then the sramana is the sramana. You must very. They only have one bowl and three rooms, no, their possession. But Brahmana, you own a house, own a car, you own so many things, you own a field, you own what do you call, you own a big field. Okay, and now you see, I recently I come to Latin America. Okay, I go to Brazil, I buy a big piece of land, I buy a big coffee land. Okay, I become a big landlord now. Then we buy vineyard, we buy coffee farm, vineyard, then we are going to buy soya field, We are Brahmana. Okay, this is the thing. Because Sramana, they cannot do that, Sramana, they cannot do business, they cannot till the soil, they cannot do this thing. But Brahmana, we can. Okay, this is the thing. Another thing is that because the Brahmana prepare their own food, Brahmana prepare their own food, in order not to kill, and many Brahmana actually are vegetarian. You see, in India, there are a lot of vegetarian,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is because we don't pack the food, we prepare our own food now. So when we prepare our own food, in order to avoid killing, so many Brahmana actually they are vegetarian. Okay, so that you know that these are two main disciples of Buddha. Okay, and many people say that Buddhism has been destroyed in India. No. Buddhism is not destroyed in India. What is destroyed in India is the Sramana system. Sramana system is destroyed. That's what we agree, Because the Sramana system is already lost touch.
Because Doctor,
lost touch.
because the Shramana system during that time, the population of India also fell drastically low. Then how can a country
drastically reduced?
Yeah, and that is why these temples, these erotic temples with all those erotic statues.
Not only a few things reduced now. First, your population reduced.
Yeah, prosperity reduced.
Secondly, is that the taxation also reduced.
Yes.
When people going there, they don't pay tax.
Yeah.
This thing, and then the land, everything, they don't pay tax.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing. Thirdly, that the army also reduced.
Exactly.
People don't go up. Now imagine if you are the rulers, you like the taxation, no tax. India, the time half of the taxation go to the temple. At the peak of this thing, then 10% of the 10 to 20% of the good young men become monk. Then the population drop drastically, Okay, then if you are the king, what do you do? They kick out the Sramana.
Absolutely.
They kick out the Sramana.
So
that is the main reason. Not only in India, in China also happened 3 to 4 times.
Doctor, I'll tell you an example. My friend, he has a cow farm. He has a cow farm and he talks about brahmacharya. He talks about not having anything. So I said, imagine your cows follow your path. How many cows you will be left with? He's saying nothing. I said, you allow the cows to breed. You allow to multiply so that you become rich and affluent. Same is with the king.
They go and cascade the cow.
Exactly.
And no, they love the cow,
Because they, doctor, the view is wrong. When the view is wrong, everything else, forget it. Everything else is wrong. And here Buddha very nicely puts these three things, And first is have faith. We have faith in the Dharma. And trust me, doctor, after the Agamas, the faith has just become stronger. Now we are more confident.
Strong.
Now we are openly and like a lion's roar, we are able to face anybody. Because there are many people who are now started to see us as one very formidable force. Because we are coming with very authentic words of the Buddha himself that have been protected in China for so long. Now we are bringing it back to India, and thanks to you for doing that.
Yeah. You see, when I'm in Latin America here, I get many beautiful testimony. Especially the pain management, the depression management is beautiful. A lot of good results. And everywhere they request me to teach Sunya.
Wow.
So even we have this Uzbek, this diamond coming here, they say make sure that we bring it to them. So worldwide, throughout the whole world, when the teaching is right, okay, people will accept it because we are not interfere with the belief of people.
Absolutely.
In Buddha time, why in his lifetime, his teaching spread throughout whole India. Why so quickly? No, he never convert people. Because
Yeah.
he never corrupt people, anybody can join. That's why I can spread with such a speed, you know. Okay, if you go around corrupt people, see, how many people can you corrupt?
No, you cannot.
No, it never corrupt people. Never. This conversion never converted. So even when they go to China, everything, they don't convert people. Okay, this is the thing. That's why many, this Confucius, Taoist, everything, they also join, you know. They also join. So in China, many of them, they still stick to Confucianism, no? They still stick to Taoism. Okay, now the Zen, today the Zen, half of the practice are actually from Taoism. Even we wear the kimono, no? Kimono actually is from the Taoist. Kimono is from the Taoist. The dress we are wearing, you know, is from the Taoist. Okay, this thing, but the teaching of the Buddha it doesn't care, no. Your belief is your belief, no. You don't interfere with your whether you believe in Confucianism or believe Taoism is up to you. Okay, you can still practice his teaching. That is very important. Yeah. But today, actually, this pointed out, you know, this that you have to be rich.
Rich, Dr. Wealth.
I told many people they don't believe me, you know. I said, you read carefully, you know. Buddha, when he said that when you are the Hubao, you have to be rich. Many times, this not the only time, no. In many articles, he said that you have to work hard, you know, to fulfill your financial situation. Yeah.
So, doctor, this particular thing is addressed to the Brahmanas, or this is for everyone?
This sutra definitely to Brahmana.
Okay.
How can a monk
Yeah.
this? No. Monk are not supposed to give money, you know.
No, maybe
for Brahmana.
maybe the monk took it seriously, and now the wealthy organizations are becoming rich when doing nothing, you know, for the society.
But you have to be very careful with the word monk, you know.
Yeah.
Monk here can be Brahmana also.
Brahmana and Shramana, both, doctor.
Shramana both. So you must understand, in the sutra, the monk refer to two. When they refer to this monk, they always say Shramana. When Shramana, they're very sure there is the one who saved the hair, no? It's Shramana.
So doctor, so when the word bhikkhu comes, it is meant for Shramana and Brahmana. But when the word Shramana comes, it is specifically for Shramana. When the word Brahmana comes, it's specifically for Brahmana.
Yeah, Brahmana or Brahmin.
Brahmin. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sometimes they use the word Brahmin, you know. Brahmin actually in ancient time is not like today. Today is by birth. But ancient time is scholar, you know. They call scholar, even Buddha, they call him Mahabrahmin.
Yeah.
Buddha is Kshatriya in nature, but those people go to him when they ask for permission to leave, no? They always say, oh, maybe leave, no, Mahabrahmin. They call Mahabrahmin.
Yeah.
This thing. So in ancient India, Brahmin meant scholar. Not today. Today is referred to the birth status. No?
Yeah. It's a caste today.
Not in ancient India. Brahmin can mean any scholar. No? That's why you say the Sariputra. Okay, this Mukhalana. Okay, all of them they call them Brahmin. They may or may not be Brahmin. Okay, but Brahmacharya is Brahmana is a better term.
Brahmana is a better term, doctor. Still,
because a Brahmin can be a Brahmana may not be a Brahmin.
Correct.
And in the Chinese text, Brahmana and Brahmin is very clearly spelled out. These two are not the same.
Okay, doctor. Yeah. Let's take the next verse.
Let's continue.
24.8 Long life.
Long life. Yeah.
Thus have I heard. At one time, Buddha was staying in the city of Kaushambi in the Goshita Arama. At that time, the bhikshus of Kaushambi were constantly found of disputes, committing various evil deeds, speaking face to face with hostility, and sometimes even attacking each other with weapons. Then Bhagwan went to those bhikshus in the early morning. Upon arriving, Bhagwan said to them, O bhikshus, do not engage in disputes or slander one another. O bhikshus, you should dwell in harmony, united as one, like milk mixed with water. Why do you quarrel? Then the bhikshus of the Kaushambi said to Bhagwan, O Bhagwan, do not trouble yourself with this matter. We will reflect on this ourselves. We acknowledge our faults and recognize our transgression. Bhagwan said, "What is the reason? Did you take up the path because of royal lineage, out of fear, or due to worldly hardship?" The bhikshus replied, "No, Bhagwan." Bhagwan said, "Then, O bhikshus, did you not take up the path to escape birth and death, seeking the unconditioned way? Yet this body of five aggregates is truly impermanent?" The bhikshus replied, "Yes, Bhagwan. As Bhagwan has taught, we, the sons of noble families, have gone forth to follow the path in order to seek the unconditioned way and transcend the body of five aggregates. This is why we practice." Bhagwan said, "O bhikshus, you should not follow the path yet still quarrel, strike one another with fists, slander each other face to face, or exchange harsh words. You should cultivate this conduct, be united in one dharma, receive the same teachings, practice the sixfold harmony, maintain proper bodily, verbal, and mental actions, and support one another as fellow practitioners." The bhikshus replied, "This is our own affair, Bhagwan. There is no need for you to trouble yourself with this." Then Bhagwan said to the bhikshus of Kaushambi, "Foolish ones, do you not trust the word of the Tathagata? You tell the Tathagata not to concern himself with this, yet you will surely reap the consequences of these wrong views." Then Bhagwan solemnly addressed those bhikshus. "Long ago, in this very city of Shravasti, there was a king named Dirghayu Raja, who was wise and discerning, omniscient in all matter. Through skill in the art of swordplay, his treasury was depleted, his wealth diminished, his fourfold army merged, and his ministers few. At that time, in the kingdom of Varanasi, there was a king named Brahmadatta, fierce, mighty, and unconquered. His coffers overflowing with wealth, and the seven treasures, his fourfold army vast, and his ministers abundant. Then Brahmadatta thought, this Dirghayu Raja lacks ministers, wealth, and treasures. Now is the time to invade his kingdom. Thus Brahmadatta raised an army and marched to conquer it. When Dirghayu Raja heard of the impending invasion, he devised a plan. Though I lack the seven treasures, ministers, and armies, while the king has overwhelming forces, with my martial skill alone, I could defeat 1,000. But slaughtering multitudes would bring immeasurable sin. I must not trade fleeing glory of eternal condemnation. Better to leave this city and dwell in another land, avoiding conflicts altogether." Without informing his ministers, Dirghayu Raja took his chief queen and one attendant, left Shravasti, and returned into the wilderness, where the ministers and citizens realized. When the ministers and citizens realized his absence, they sent envoys to Brahmadatta saying, "May the great king come rule this land. Dirghayu Raja has vanished." Thus Brahmadatta entered Kashi and assumed sovereignty. Now Dirghayu Raja had two queens, both nearing childbirth. One queen dreamed she gave birth in the city street at sunrise, surrounded by the fourfold army, brandishing swords, utterly alone. Startled awake, she told the king. He replied, "We dwell in deep mountains. How could you deliver in Shravasti street? Birth here must be as a deer gives birth." But the queen pleaded, "If denied this, I shall die." Hearing this, Dirghayu Raja disguised himself that night and entered Shravasti alone. At that time, Dirghayu Raja had a minister named Shubhamana Shubhnama, who deeply cherished him. Once, while leaving the city on minor business, he saw Dirghayu Raja entering. After gazing intently at the king, Minister Shubhnama turned away. sighing and shielding tears as he continued onward. Dirgayu Raja then followed the minister to a secluded spot and said, "Guard your words carefully." The minister replied, "As your majesty commands." "What instruction does the wise king have?" Dirgayu Raja said, "Remember my past kindnesses? Now is the time to repay it." The minister responded, "Whatever your majesty's decrees, I shall accomplish." Dirgayu Raja said, "Last night, my queen dreamed of giving birth in the city streets, surrounded by the fourfold army, and bore an exceptionally handsome son. If she cannot deliver as in the dream, she will die within 7 days." The minister answered, "I shall arrange this matter exactly as your majesty commands." Having spoken thus, they parted ways. The minister then went to King Brahmadatta and said, "For 7 days I wish to inspect your majesty's forces, elephant troops, cavalry, chariots, and infantry, to assess their numbers." King Brahmadatta ordered his attendants mobilize the troops immediately as Subhnama requests. Within 7 days, the ministers assembled the army in Shravasti's city square. On the 7th day, the queen arrived there. Spotting her from afar, Minister Subhnama said, "Welcome, noble lady, now is the time." When the queen saw the fourfold army, she rejoiced. She ordered attendants to build a great canopy and at sunrise gave birth to a boy of unparalleled beauty, a rarity in the world. Carrying the child, she returned to the mountains. Seeing her approached, Dirgayu Raja proclaimed, "May this child live long, his lifespan boundless." The queen said, "May the king name him." Thus, the king named the child Dirgajiva. When Prince Dirgajiva was nearly 8 years old, his father Dirgayu Raja entered Shravasti for a minor errand. A former minister named Karmapati, upon seeing the king, scrutinized him from head to toe. Recognizing him, Karmapati went to the king Brahmadatta and said, "Maharaja, you are overly complacent. Dirgayu Raja is now in this city." Enraged, Brahmadatta ordered guards to arrest Dirgayu Raja immediately. Then the royal attendants and ministers took Karmapati to search east and west to find the target. When Karmapati saw Dirgayu Raja from afar, he signaled with his eye and whispered to the minister, "This is Dirgayu Raja." They immediately arrested him and brought him before King Brahmadatta, announcing, "Maharaja, this person is Dirgayu Raja." The news spread through the kingdom that Dirgayu Raja's person has been captured. When the queen heard that Dirgayu Raja has been captured by Brahmadatta, she thought, "What use is living now? I would rather share the same fate with my king." She then took Prince Dirgajiva into Shravasti city. The queen told her son, "You must now find a way to survive." The prince remained silent. The queen went straight to King Brahmadatta. When the king saw her approaching from afar, he was overcome with joy and immediately ordered his ministers, "Take this woman and Dirgayu Raja to the crossroads and quarter them." The ministers, obeying the king's command, bound both the king and queen, paraded them around Shravasti city for all the people to see. At that time, all the citizens were heartbroken. Prince Dirgajiva stood in the crowd, watching his parents were taken to the marketplace for execution. His countenance unchanged. Dirgayu Raja turned back and told Prince Dirgajiva, "Do not focus on the length nor on the shortness." Then he spoke this verse, "Hatred never ceases by hatred. It is eternal law. Only by non-hatred is hatred vanquished. The truth endures forever." The ministers said among themselves, "This Dirgayu Raja is utterly foolish. Who is this Prince Dirgajiva that he dares recite verses before us? Ayu Raja told the ministers, I am not foolish. Only the wise among you will understand my word. Know this. With my strength alone, I could destroy all your millions. Yet, I thought, the deaths of so many beings cannot be counted. I should not cause generations of suffering for my own sake. Hatred never ceases by hatred. This is eternal law. Only by non hatred is hatred vanquished. This truth endures forever. The ministers then took Ayu Raja and his queen to the crossroads, quartered them, and departed to their respective places. As evening fell, Prince Dirgajiva gathered firewood and cremated his parents before leaving. From his high tower, King Brahmadatta saw his child cremating Ayu Raja and his queen. He ordered his attendants, this must be a relative of Ayu Raja. Quickly capture him. But by the time the ministers and soldiers arrived, the child has already gone. Then Prince Dirgajiva thought, this King Brahmadatta killed my parents and now rules my kingdom. I must avenge my parents. He went to a lute master and said, I wish to learn the lute. The master asked, what is your family name? Where are your parents? The boy replied, I have no parents. I originally lived in the city of Shravasti, but my parents died long ago. The lute master said, if you wish to learn, then learn. Know this, Bhikshu. Prince Dirgajiva learned to play the lute and sing. Being naturally intelligent, within days he mastered both, leaving nothing unlearned. Carrying his lute, he went to King Brahmadatta's elephant stable and played alone at night, singing clearly. From this high tower, Brahmadatta heard the music and asked attendants, who plays and sings alone in the elephant stables? Ministers replied, a boy from Shravasti sings and plays alone. The king ordered, summon him here, I wish to see him. When brought before the king, Brahmadatta asked, was it you playing in the stables last night? Yes, Maharaja, he replied. Brahmadatta said, stay by my side to play and sing. I shall provide you with robes and food. Know this, Bhikshus. Prince Dirgajiva played and sang exquisitely before Brahmadatta. Delighted by the music, the king said, you shall guard my treasures. Faithfully executing every command, the prince anticipated the king's wishes, always smiling before speaking. Brahmadatta praised him. Excellent, you are supremely intelligent. Now I entrust you with overseeing my palace affairs. In the inner palace, the prince taught courtesans music and trained them in elephant riding and horsemanship, mastering every art. When Brahmadatta wished to visit Pleasure Garden, he ordered Prince Dirgajiva, prepare my jeweled chariot. The prince had a chariot readied with gold and silver harnessed elephant, then reported, your chariots await at your majesty's convenience. Brahmadatta boarded the chariot with Prince Dirgajiva as charioteer, accompanied by the fourfold army. Arriving ahead, Prince Dirgajiva gradually distanced them from the troops. Brahmadatta asked, where is the army today? Prince Dirgajiva replied, this servant doesn't know. The king said, stop briefly. I am exhausted and need rest. Prince Dirgajiva halted the chariot for the king to rest. Moments passed, but the army still hadn't arrived. Know this, Bhikshus. The king Brahmadatta laid his head upon Prince Dirgajiva's knee and slept. Seeing this, Prince Dirgajiva thought, this king is my mortal enemy. He killed my parents and occupies my kingdom. If I don't take revenge now, when will I? I shall cut off his life. He drew his sword with his right hand while touching the king's hair with his left, but then remembered. At death's door, my father warned me. Prince Dirgajiva perceived neither extremes and taught this verse, hatred never ceased by hatred. This ancient truth stands firm. Only through non-hatred his hate conquered, this law endures forever. I shall abandon vengeance. He sheathed his sword. Thrice this internal struggle repeated. He murdered my parents and stole my throne. If not now, when? Yet each time he recalled, Prince Dirgajiva, perceive no extremes. Remember your father's teaching. Hatred breeds endless hatred, and each time returned his sword to his scabbard. Suddenly, King Brahmadatta awoke trembling, having dreamed Prince Dirgajiva sought to slay him. Prince Dirgajiva asked, Why does your majesty startle so? The king replied, I dreamed the son of Dirgayu Raja came to kill me. Realizing his identity was known, Prince Dirgajiva drew his sword, seized the king's hair and declared, I am Prince Dirgajiva, son of Dirgayu Raja. You murdered my parents and stole my kingdom. Shall this vengeance remain unpaid? The terrified king pleaded, My life is in your hands, spare me. Prince Dirgajiva countered, I may spare you, but will you spare me? The king vowed, I beg your mercy and swear never to harm you. Thus they made a mutual pact. We shall preserve each other's lives and never bring harm. Know this, bhikshus, Prince Dirgajiva spared the king. Brahmadatta then said, Prepare my jeweled chariot, let us return to the capital. Together they rode the chariot straight to Shravasti. The king Brahmadatta assembled his ministers and asked, If you encountered Dirgayu Raja's son, what would you do? Some ministers said, We would sever his limbs. Others said, We would quarter him. Still others said, We would kill him. Prince Dirgajiva sat beside the king, upright in posture and mind, contemplating their words. King Brahmadatta personally took Prince Dirgajiva's hand and declared, This is Dirgayu Raja's son, Prince Dirgajiva. None of you shall speak further. He spared my life and I have spared his. Hearing this, the ministers marveled. How extraordinary that this king and prince could refrain from vengeance. King Brahmadatta asked Prince Dirgajiva, You should have killed me. Why did you spare me? I wish to know the reason. Prince Dirgajiva replied, Your Majesty, listen well. As my father lay dying, he taught me, perceive no extremes, and said, Hatred never ceases by hatred. This eternal truth endures. When ministers heard this, they called him delirious, asking, Who is this Prince Dirgajiva? But my father said, the wise will understand. Remembering his words, I spared your life. Hearing this, Brahmadatta marveled at such rare wisdom in upholding a dead father's teaching. Brahmadatta said, I still don't understand. Explain further. Prince Dirgajiva replied, Your Majesty, listen. Had I killed you, your royal ministers would seek revenge. Then my ministers would retaliate. Thus, hatred would never end. Only non-retaliation breaks this cycle. Understanding this, I refrained. Overjoyed, Brahmadatta praised Prince Dirgajiva's wisdom in expounding this truth. Then Brahmadatta repented. My fault was killing Dirgayu Raja. Removing his royal crown, he placed it on Prince Dirgajiva's head, gave him his daughter in marriage, and restored the kingdom of Shravasti to him before returning to rule Varanasi. Know this, bhikshus, concluded the Buddha. Even ancient kings with worldly conflict practiced tolerance. How much more should you, monastics, who have renounced greed, hatred, and delusion, refrain from quarrels? Learn from this. Dwell in harmony like milk and water, with one teacher and one practice. Then the Bhagwan spoke this verse. Free from conflict and dispute, with loving kindness for all beings, harmless towards the entire world. This is praised by all Buddhas. Therefore, bhikshus, you should cultivate patience. Thus, bhikshus, you should train yourself. The Koshambi bhikshu said, "May Bhagwan not worry about this matter. We will handle it ourselves." Though Bhagwan speaks, thus the situation is otherwise. Then Bhagwan left and went to the
Means,
Vedic
doctor,
country.
after all the storytelling, the stubborn, they still don't understand.
Only the wise will understand.
My goodness.
Only the wise will understand.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that time, in Vriji country, there were three clansmen, Venerable Aniruddha, Nandika, and Kimbila. These noble ones established the following rules among themselves. When some went out for alms, those who remained would sweep and clean the grounds thoroughly, leaving nothing lacking. Those who returned with food would share it equally. If sufficient, good. If insufficient, each would take as needed. Leftovers would be poured into a common container before leaving. The last to return from alms round would take from the container if needed. Water vessels would be kept in designated places. Each took turn cleaning the dwelling daily. They maintained proper posture and mindfulness in solitude, concentrating on profound dharma contemplation. They dwelled in complete silence, speaking only when necessary. When Venerable Aniruddha practiced contemplation of the impurity of desire to enter the first dhyana, Nandika and Kambila perceived his mental state, likewise contemplated the impurity of desire and entered the first dhyana. When Aniruddha progressed to the second, third, and fourth dhyanas, to the spheres of infinite space, infinite consciousness, nothingness, nothingness, and neither perception nor non perception, and even to the cessation of the perception and feeling. His companions correspondingly attained these same states through their spiritual harmony. Thus, these venerable ones practiced these meditative attainments in perfect unison. When the Bhagwan approached the country of Simha, the gatekeeper saw him from afar and said, "Shramana, do not enter this country. Here dwell the three clansmen Aniruddha, Nandika, and Kambila. You must not disturb them." Venerable Aniruddha, with his purified divine eye and divine ear, heard the gatekeepers preventing the Bhagwan's entry. He immediately went out and told the guards, "Do not obstruct him. The Bhagwan has come to visit us." Aniruddha then informed Kimbila, "Come quickly, the Bhagwan is at our gate." The three venerables emerged from meditation and went to greet the Bhagwan. They bowed with their head at his feet, stood to one side, and said, "Welcome, Bhagwan." Aniruddha took his alms bowl. Nandika prepared a seat, and Kambila brought water to wash his feet. The Bhagwan asked Aniruddha, "Do you three dwell here in harmony, free from distracting thoughts, obtaining alms satisfactorily?" Aniruddha replied, "Indeed, Bhagwan, obtaining alms is no hardship. When I enter the first dhyana, Nandika and Kambila do likewise. When I practice the second, third, or fourth dhyana, the formless attainments or cessation, my companions attain the same states. Thus, we practice in perfect harmony, Bhagwan." Bhagwan said, "Excellent, excellent Aniruddha. Have you attained any higher spiritual states beyond these?" Aniruddha replied, "Yes, Bhagwan, we have attained higher spiritual states." Bhagwan asked, "What are these higher spiritual states?" Aniruddha said, "There exist these sublime dharma surpassing ordinarily spiritual attainments. We have cultivated loving kindness that permeates one direction, then a second, third, and fourth direction, likewise above, below, and all around, completely pervading the entire world with boundless, immeasurable loving kindness. Similarly, we have developed compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity that pervades all direction without limit. This, Bhagwan, is the higher spiritual attainment we have achieved. Then Venerable Nandika and Kambila said to Aniruddha, "When did we discuss this with you? Yet now you declare it confidently before Bhagwan." Aniruddha said, "Have you ever come to me to ask about this meaning? It was the Devas who came to me and explained this principle. Therefore, I spoke of it before Bhagwan. But throughout the long night, I have known your virtuous mind. Because you have attained this samadhi, I spoke these words before Bhagwan." As this dharma was being taught, Senapati Dirgha Ayu came to Bhagwan, bowed his head at his feet and sat to one side. He asked, "Has Bhagwan been teaching these people today?" Then Bhagwan explained the entire matter to Senapati Dirghayu. The general said, "The great country of Vriji has gained great benefit to have these three clansmen, Aniruddha, Nandika and Kambila, teaching and transforming others." Bhagwan said, "So it is, Senapati. As you say, Vriji has gained great benefits. But beyond Vriji, Megadha too gains great benefits from these three clansmen. When people of Magadha remembers them, they gain peace. Know this, Senapati, any city that has such clansmen gains peace. Their families gain great merit for producing such noble ones. Their relatives gain merit by remembering them. Even Devas, Nagas and spirits gain merit by remembering them. Those who praise Arhat should praise these three. Those who praise freedom from greed, delusion and hatred should praise these three. Those who praise fields of merit should praise these three. Just as I practiced diligently for 3 asankhya kalpas to attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, so have these three realized his dharma. Therefore, Senapati, rejoice in them. Thus should you learn, Senapati." When the Senapati heard what the Buddha said, he followed it with joy.
Long sutra, doctor.
Long sutra. So it's about two groups, you know. Two groups. One group is keep on quarreling each other. So even when Buddha advised them, they still quarrel. Yeah. It's during Buddha time. Sometimes in some sutras, say Buddha just ignore them. The quarrels ignore them. Okay. Then they also good example of these three clansmen. Good example. This what we should do. Now you see what is the important teaching of Buddha. I said Buddha teach non-confrontation. Non-confrontation. You see, like the prince, no, who forgive the what they call his enemy, the arch enemy, this thing. Okay, because the hatred, you cannot solve the hatred, you know. Okay, this thing. Okay, so that you have to practice peace, non-differentiation. Practice peace. It's not easy. It's not easy. Okay, but we try our best. And in Sunya, we promote non-differentiation. Okay, this is also very peaceful to the society. Everybody can sit down together and practice this. We never practice the competition. Okay, now you have to be very careful. In India today, you know, many schools they actually preach confrontation. You know, okay, they teach the young man this thing. Oh, you should become the activist. No, you should go and reform the society. Okay, then you should go against society. No. We will reform the society, but not go against society. Not go against, no. You don't confront. We will reform. We bring peace to society by not teaching confrontation. So confrontation is never the teaching of Buddha.
I think very clear, doctor, should not breed hate within ourselves and not teach that kind of hate. Okay? Very nicely. But on the one side, doctor, people who can understand, they understand. After Buddha giving the whole story, the bunch of people who still fight, they keep on fighting. So Buddha leave them and walk off. I like that. Because that's not what, that's not the picture that people have made Buddha like. They think Buddha is always goody. I think Buddha can just come and give foolish and leave them and go.
Yeah, leave them and go and whack them, no. Whack them. And then they say, oh, sir, there's nothing to do with you. No?
Yeah.
It's within our matter.
My goodness.
Yeah.
No, but
Human nature
here,
never change,
yeah, the
Human
people.
nature never change. From the time of Buddha until now, never change. That's why when we read the sutra, it's very interesting,
Yeah.
how people are behaving themselves. These are the things. That's why now, but it's good that Sunya, so far so good. We don't have a confrontation and everything among ourselves. Okay, these are the things. So we always ask the Sunyati, okay, at peace with each other, never confront each other. Yeah.
I think, Doctor, for us in the Shunya community, for us to take home message is this: learn from this, dwell in harmony like milk and water with one teacher and one practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Do not make new practices. Do not bring your style. Do not do anything. Just follow
No.
what we are telling. Finish.
No different style.
Yeah.
No different style. And sometimes the quarrel in many between the Sramana and
Yeah, Brahmana.
they always quarrel during the Buddha's time.
I think even today, Doctor.
This group hardly come together. This is the problem. They hardly come. Even today, these two groups hardly come together. Yeah. Because the practice are totally different,
Yeah, true. Doctor, we have time
Sramana
for.
supposed to leave everything.
Yeah.
It's supposed to leave everything. They cannot tender money. They cannot till the farm. Okay, but the Brahmana, they are farmer, they till the farm, they can keep the stock, they can keep the husbandry, they do business, okay, they can keep the money. So these two, the practice look different, but actually the principle is the same. You look at the Vimarakirti.
Yeah.
Vimarakirti is very, very beautifully explained the Brahmana, this thing. So that you see now the Agamas. Āgamas also 50-50, 50 Sramana, 50 Brahmana. Okay, when you go for long sutra, or Brahmana, long sutra like Lotus Sutra, like this Vimarakirti Sutra, even the Surangama Sutra, all these sutra are mainly for the Brahmana. Okay, the highest teaching actually for Brahmana. This thing. So that. We have to be, so when they come to the compilation of, what they call the first compilation, okay, first the Sramana compile. So when the Sramana compile, they take away all the Brahmana. Sutra. So they no long sutra. They don't have long sutra because this Brahmana, they don't agree, Okay. Then after that, the Brahmana also have their own compilation up to 100 years. After Buddha. So 100 years after Buddha, these two officially split to two directions. The Sramana and the Brahmana. Okay, this is the thing. Eventually in India, Brahmana is take roots. Very simple. Because Brahmana, you pay tax, You pay tax, you join the army. Okay, so the society remain intact with the Brahmana. Okay, now you see the Sramana, for example, you see the Mongol and the Tibet now. Tibet, the Mongol, last time you know how much the population? The population is about 30 million, Then they send their best son to become a monk. Then the population keep on doing it today, like only 6 million.
My goodness.
That's 6 million, This is the thing. So you have to be very careful. Why Sramana is removed in India? Because they lost track with the day-to-day living, and lost track with the government, lost track with everything, Okay. As I told you, when I'm back to this Kedah State, okay, they invite me to one temple, there's one new temple. Okay, they very nice temple. I say, hey, you should teach Sunya. Then he asked me to, you come and teach. They don't want to teach, Okay, then they say, why? I asked him, what are you doing here? So he is teaching the Tibetan, the great portrait, the whole body portrait to the ground. And he told me that nowadays youngster never come, I'm thinking, what just I also don't come, come and portrait for what? No, they are lost track with the society, Okay, then after that they asked me to donate money to them. I refused to donate a single cent. I refused to donate a single cent. My wife did donate quite quite some money to them. Okay, my family, they not let me know, no, because he built a lot of statues. I'm against statues now. Okay, I told him, no, I'm not going to, I wouldn't spend a single cent on you. I will not spend a single. This is what happened in India also.
True.
This is what happened to Nalanda.
Hmm.
Okay, they lost touch with the society, you know. Then people stop supporting them.
Hmm.
You go for the chanting, go for the portrait, go this thing, and nothing to do with the day-to-day life of people. You know. Then who is going to support you?
Once you start,
No,
Doctor, worshipping
the British keep on saying that the Muslim burned down Nalanda. But the Chinese had the record of Nalanda. No? You see that Nalanda collapsed because of the support. People don't stop the support.
And it was a slow death. It was not a one-shot death.
Slow death,
Yeah.
Even 13th century, the Tibetans still study there. No? But they say that 12th century burned down. How can it be burned down when 13th century where Tibetans still studying there? It's slow death now. Slow death. Okay, because it lost track with the society, you know. Okay, and not only actually you see not only in India, no, even in China, you see Kumarajiwa, the burned down 3 times, no, Kumarajiwa.
Yeah, shallow grass.
But after that, the scholar revised it back, and until today, they're still teaching. They will even Senchang one burned down at least twice. All the texts bought from China, from India, all burned down. But luckily, before burned down, it already translated to Chinese, no?
Yeah.
Okay, and distribute to all the scholars. So when the university burned down, okay, then what do you call the scholar guy? Now you must wonder, no? Okay, the one who burned down the king of Buddhist, no? Why a Buddhist burned down a Buddhist temple? For simple reason, no. That time they say the tax, the half of the tax go to the temple. The government have no tax, no tax. Okay, so when the war come, no, people refuse to become monk. They quickly join and become monk, no? To avoid to this thing. Okay, they don't pay tax. Okay, then they don't serve the army. Okay, they don't pay tax. They don't serve the army. Okay, then also population also suffering from the population collapse now. You see a Tibetan and Mongol, no? From 30 million, now Mongol only left with 3 million. Worse. Okay, then this Tibetan with 6 million. No? Why? Because they don't reproduce. No, everybody become monk. Then how to sustain the population? That's why in India there are a lot of exotic.
Yeah.
The king asked people to go back to produce children. No, they because this thing. Then you should understand why the Samana kicked out from India.
True.
Okay, it's lost touch with the day-to-day living. Okay, so what is having left in India is a pure Brahmana. Okay, so you cannot say that Buddhism have disappeared from India. No, far from disappearing. It's still there. No, only thing is that it's the other group, the Brahmana group. Yeah.
I think as the Agamas come in, as the teachings come in, it will start shaping back to what its original state was. The lack of the education system, Doctor, the books.
No, it's not that like the language is dead.
Yeah, language is completely dead. You only study.
The sutra is written in
Pali
and written in Sanskrit. People don't understand, you know.
True.
Even the Satipatthana, the Vipassana school, no, they don't understand because it's in Pali, you know.
And Pali is not a spoken language.
How can you understand? No, you see, I am very familiar with Malay language. Malay language is also full of Sanskrit, but even that we cannot understand the language, you know. True. We can half understand it when we read the Pali, you know. We don't really understand what is inside. Then how to study? True. Okay, because they are orthodox, so they never change. They say, oh, the Pali is a holy language. They don't want to change the language. So they want to change it. Nobody understands, you know. Why Sutra disappear from India? Why is there? Nobody can understand, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's written in the language. Who is going to study that? You're telling me.
True.
Even the Sutra is in Sanskrit now. How many people can understand it?
It's like, doctor, even if you give all the Chinese text to us, we will do nothing with it. Unless and until we translate it.
Chinese are a little bit better because we still read Chinese.
No, because of you are helping in translating. Otherwise, it is no use because it's not our language.
You see, Sutra is very, what do you call it? In China, it's very common. You know why? People can understand it. You know?
True.
The language still, we still usable. No? We still use the same language, no? Okay, so you see the Vimarakati Sutra, the Lotus Sutra, the Swan, we can still read it, you know.
But doctor, that means the effort put by Kumar Jiva, Shenchong is amazing because without them translating, we cannot even imagine we could ever come close to the Buddha's word.
400 years. Kumara Jiva, he and his disciple, 400 years. Shenchong also 400 years.
Amazing.
To translate, you know.
Amazing.
To translate. Both schools also take about 400 years. This Bodhidharma also take a few hundred years. It's not 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, no. Okay, but Chinese, of course, they put it in the local language.
Technically, doctor,
then everybody can read, you know.
Technically, they transformed a whole civilization over the years, over thousands of years. They brought the education system, made it local so that people can understand. Like what we are doing now, we are translating back from Chinese to English, from English to local languages, exactly what it was done, so many years back.
You must put in a language that people understand.
Absolutely, yeah.
You see, when we teach Vimarakati, so many Indians say, how come they never heard of this sutra? No? Even they heard of it, they may not understand, no? In ancient Sanskrit, how.
Absolutely. True.
Then, it's better that we translate from Chinese, translate to English, we translate to Hindi, you know.
Yeah, true.
Then people can understand.
Agree.
Okay, this is the thing. So you don't give a text that in a language, a dead language that people don't understand how to study. Of course, then disappear from India. No?
And then what happens, doctor?
India, because of the language.
And then what happens is suddenly a bunch of scholars come, they start interpreting it, they become holier than thou, they start teaching you, and we have to follow them because they hold on to the text. But once it becomes a language which everybody can read, they themselves will know what is the truth. You don't need anybody to tell them what it is.
This holier than thou, they are half understand, they don't really understand the text I'm telling you. If you look at this Vipassana school, they say that they follow Satipatthana. When you really study Satipatthana, you look at them, no. I don't think they follow the Satipatthana. No, they do not follow. Satipatthana, there are many things, no. There are many techniques written in Satipatthana there, no. They never practice. They never practice. Okay, and the Satipatthana asks you to observe the breathing, no.
True.
Do not ask you to observe this point, that point. No.
No triangle.
Observe the breathing. Yeah, no triangle, no this thing. Then you say, you imagine a light, then the light enter into your third eye. The third eye go, what the practice that? From where they get all these things, No, even Thailand, they say, you imagine that the light, become smaller, enter, become a small, then they enter into your third eye, go into your body, and they call it Vipassana. Where they get this, They just plug it for the air, that's the teach now. Where, which part of Satipatthana talk about that? Okay, then they don't allow you to
talk.
Speech,
Eye contact.
To communicate. No eye contact, no good morning, nothing. Then you sit there, listen to the founder and listen for a few hours. Can you imagine when you come to Sunya, listen to my speech for a few hours only, and then don't ask questions what happened. Then you create a bunch of donkey, You create a bunch of donkey. This thing, no, we don't agree with them. They don't understand the sutra and they simply teach, And they're holier than thou, Then they feel that they are better than you, They claim that they are the original,
True.
They claim that they are the original.
No,
we are the fake one,
That
we
is
are
why.
the good one, we are the cows, My goodness.
Yeah, they call us a cult when they themselves are a
They are
cult.
called the cows.
My goodness.
My goodness, the couch call the people the couch. No, they're the worshipper. They're the worshipper. They have eye, they cannot see. They have ear, they feel to listen. They have mind, they cannot think. They're the worshipper.
True.
They worship statue, they worship Dharma, they worship everything. Through everything they worship. They are the worshipper. They are not the follower of Buddha.
And doctor, to remind them that then Allah knows that and Allah will seal their eye. Even if they will seal, making sure you cannot see, I will seal it so that you will never be able to see. I will make...
Seal the ears, seal the mind, and he become donkey.
Make sure everything is sealed so that you don't trouble others,
Yeah, he become a donkey.
Yeah.
Now, this is a worshipper now. Okay, they are not believer.
The best definition of worshipper, doctor, the best definition of worshipper comes from the Quran itself, the best definition.
Yeah. I think that's the best definition of worship now. Now, you see, now, enough of that now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we promote the Āgamas, is very important. Okay, and the good thing is that this Āgamas never been broken, Okay, the note is started. Its note is happening during the time of Buddha.
Real time note,
There are a few occasions, Okay, Buddha asked them to prepare the tablet, to write down and record down. That means it's very clearly that the note is written during the time of Buddha, not after him, not after him, before him, Okay, so after him, they just compile it, they just classify it into group A, group B, group C, Okay, Ekotara, this Samyutta, this what they call Niga, this what they call Madhya, Madhya section. That is done by the Ananda. Okay, but they say that Ananda recall from memory. There is another. No, the problem is that like the Nikaya, there is no timeline. We doesn't know when the Nikaya is compiled. So, but they want to claim holiness, They want to claim original. Okay, but before that, there's no archaeological proof, No, say passed down from memory, The easiest way, My goodness. How can you pass a whole library now from memory? These idiots, Okay, and there are people believe in them. It cannot be from memory. No way from memory. You know why? Because Buddha said that if you do not record it down, okay, what happens if people challenge you? They even challenge Buddha, say, hey, you say that, They told Buddha, Buddha says, oh, I said that. Where is the record? Yeah, ask you. Take the record, check the record. Yeah, they mean even people telling Buddha, you have said that this and that, Buddha says, where is the record? They mean whatever Buddha said, it must be written in record. If not be written in record, you will cause disputes. Okay, then the founder died, then they fight each other because there's no record. There's no record now. Then they fight each other and they kill each other.
Yeah.
It's very funny. They don't kill an ant, but they kill each other. This is very funny. This is very funny. I'm telling you, very funny. This thing very funny. This thing. They said the Buddha said that you should put the thing down in record. Okay, so that there's no dispute of the teaching, So that whatever the sutra that we are reading today is recorded during the time of Buddha. Remember, It's not after him, Only thing, the language may change, but the record may not. They don't change. They compile. So the only problem, you see, like Āgamas is very clear, Okay, it's the year 300 to 400. We know the timeline, Okay, when is this compiled, when this thing, or who is compiled everything. Chinese are very meticulous on that. But the problem when it comes to Nikaya, this who compiled it, we doesn't know. Okay, when is this compiled, we also doesn't know. Okay, so they say that maybe it's 4th or 5th century, And it's not compiled in Sri Lanka, it's compiled in the southern India, Maybe it's Sri Bawa University. Maybe in Sri Bawa area have many relics, Have many archaeological that predated the Sri Lanka, and they are the same. The same archaeological power. That's why they say that the high chances that this thing are from the Sri Bawa. Okay, then they pass to Sri Lanka. Then Sri Lanka, then they what they call, they upkeep it, Okay. The problem is that Sri Lanka, they adopt the Sramana system. So when they adopt Brahmana system, they are against the long sutra.
Mm-hmm.
They are against, even until today, they don't agree with the long sutra. Okay, like the Vimarakati Sutra, Lotus Sutra, they don't agree. Because these are Brahmana Sutra. No? Okay, so you must understand these are the two teaching of Buddha. No? And we don't care whether they agree or not, it's not our business. No? Okay, this thing. But they don't claim holiness that on only the text. No? Okay, they don't claim originality. Then other people are not original, only they original. No? If you don't follow the text, how can you be original?
Correct.
Never follow, no. They never follow. And they build so many statues, no. Big statue, small statue, thin statue, fat statue, tall statue, short statue, no. Everywhere, the first thing they do is statues. You remember there's one artist, okay, he said he want to bring 2,000 statues from Thailand. Then every Sunya center put one statue.
Two, no, doctor, 84,000. What two? 84,000.
Yeah. They don't even understand the
What is
meaning of
84,000?
84,000 means numerous.
Numerous, yeah.
When you read the Indian text now, when you read the word 84,000, it do not refer to figures.
It means numerous, yes.
Countless.
But there's a yoga school, they have 84,000 yoga steps, no? Somebody's one stupid Mahaguru, you know, they keep on carrying, oh, he 84,000 is the thing, you know. And Buddha only one of them. Oh, Buddha is very small thing. No, our yoga is 84,000. No, the Buddha only one of them, no. Idiots, no.
True.
They don't even understand. They don't even understand the meaning. Then they simply talk, simply teach, no. Okay, so they want to go for 84,000 statues. My goodness, they don't even understand it. No? Then how to promote anything? You don't even understand your own language. You don't even understand your own culture. And I think Chinese is better now because
Much
they
better.
explain it very clearly what do you mean by 84,000 now. When I studied the text, they mentioned the note there, I mean numerous now.
Yeah, numerous.
It's nothing to do with figures. 84,000 is a very common terms in ancient Indian literature. Mean a lot. Mean a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Lots of count. Okay. Then I think, but never mind.
I think,
bring
Doctor.
back the text now.
Yeah,
Bring
we
back
have
the text.
the
now,
best-
you see, we always tell them, don't worry about Nalanda.
Ah.
Now, let's say it's burned down. Let's say burned down. Whatever burned is a sutra. No?
Exactly, and that we have.
And then why you worry about sutra? All the backups in China. No? Why you got to bring it back? No? What's the problem?
True.
What's the
True.
problem? And China also, you see, the University of Kumarajiwa, the shadow glass. Okay. Until today, they are still teaching, you know, until today, you know. Okay, the scholar just bring back the text now and revise back the university.
I
Even
think.
the Chengchang one, until today, the Chengchang one is a big one, a huge university. Shaolin is even bigger. Shaolin, the thousands of monks still there, you know. This thing. You see, Shaolin and Kumarajiwa, the name is very interesting now. Kumarajiwa name his Vera as a shadow glass.
Shallow grass.
Small glass.
Huh.
Small glass. Then this Shaolin means small forest.
Small forest. Ah.
Shaolin means small. Okay, lim is my limb, you know. You see, lim means forest. Okay, my surname lim means forest. Shaolin means a small forest. This thing, but it's not small. It's a huge. This thing. Then this Shaolin today is still okay because it's protected with the militia monk, no? Protected by the samurai.
True.
And this system passed to Japan, you know. Japan they love Kumarajiwa. No? Okay, the system I think mainly they follow Kumarajiwa. That's why the great library are all protected by samurai. So now the most complete collection of texts actually is in Japan, not China. It's in Japan. So China also had to go to Japan to bring back all the texts now. So you go to say, hello, mister, this is mine. Please return it to me.
Like,
So
no,
I think India now say the same to China.
But the
Hello, mister, this is mine.
best,
Give me back.
but the best thing, doctor, now is with our efforts now, we are able to bring back Takshashila and Nalanda and even Sri Parva. I think three great universities
Parva.
coming back slowly
Yes.
now. I think that will.
Actually, the first one is Sri Parva now, because Sunya is from Sri Parva.
Sri Parva became the first one. Yeah, it started from there, doctor.
Yeah, because the time when I go to Nagpur, they asked me to establish the University of Nagarjuna. The University of Nagarjuna is Sri Parva University.
Yes.
So he teach in that university, you know. And he go throughout the India, collected all the texts and he compiled that.
Compiled it. Yeah. Like Lotus
So all
Sutra.
the Sutra, no?
Yeah.
All the Sutra, like Vimarakati Sutra.
Lotus Sutra.
Lotus Sutra. Even our Diamond Sutra, all compiled in Sri Parva University. Then after that, he bring it to Taksasila, he bring it to Nalanda. No? There is a great exchange of text in the ancient India time. No?
Yeah.
Okay, so that they also pass it to Nalanda. He even walked all the way to Taksasila. No, this Nagarjuna.
Amazing, yeah.
He's very diligent. No, he walked all the way to this Taksasila. Yeah.
First, I would not have believed it, but when Shen Chong walked all the way from China to Nalanda, there I accepted.
There's a Shen Chong traveled the whole India, no?
My
You look at the
goodness.
way he traveled almost the whole India.
So walking
Actually, he wanted to go to Sri Parva, but he said that one is too difficult. No?
Yeah.
The time is too big. He missed Sri Parva. He missed Sri Parva, but he had entered. But the time when he reached Taksasila, is already ruined. You know?
Yeah.
But before him, Fashion, the time Taksasila still surviving. But it's already decaying. You know. It's due to, they said that, the British said that it's due to the ransack by the Huns. No. It's due to the change course of the
river course.
Because last time it's a commercial port. When it's changed course, then it lost the status of port, you know. Then die off, commercially die off. Now you have to be very careful with what the British say, you know. They just simply created a lot of fake history, you know. All the Huns, all the Aryan invasion, my goodness, all India full of invasion, you know. My goodness.
No, doctor, today's verse I learned one thing was faith, wealth, and your conduct. These are three important things. When faith is not there, dharma will get destroyed. When wealth is not there, dharma will get destroyed. When conduct is not there, dharma will get destroyed. At the end, these are the three things. The wealth,
Conduct is very important. Conduct is very important. Okay,
So-
let's say you see the Vimarakati.
Yeah,
Talk
very.
about conduct, no.
Yes,
Conduct has nothing to do with Brahmana or Sramana.
true.
Both you have to behave yourself. This sort of thing. Okay. So the only thing is that now we should started to teach people the concept of Brahmana.
Yes.
The concept of Brahmana. Otherwise, people were only thought that Buddhism is belong to Sramana only. No. Sramana actually is a small portion.
Very small portion. Now we understand it's a small portion.
The big portion is Brahmana.
Whoa.
How many people can become monk? Not even 1%, 2%, no. 90% people are Brahmana. So the disciple of Buddha mainly Brahmana.
Wow.
And he himself is Brahmana, no. He keep the hair, no. He never shave his hair.
True.
And he wear the golden
Robe. Yeah, golden robe.
Monk are not allowed to wear the gold. No, but he wear, no. That's why they were not happy with him. Okay, and he go and eat the lunch with 100 flavors. You know? Monk don't do that. No? Monk don't eat for a lot of flavored one. You know? Okay, but Buddha don't care, no? Because he also Brahmana. He represents both Brahmana and Sramana. So he is books like Kumarajiva also both. No? Kumarajiva. Because Kumarajiva have wives. Kumarajiva have 14 wives now. But this 14 wives are forced upon him, you know.
Forced upon him,
Forced upon him. But he just think, Kumarajiva, we say that he is the real life Vimalakirti.
Vimalakirti, yeah.
Yeah, he like Vimalakirti. Okay. So they are the mixture of Brahmana and Sramana. Okay, like you see this Kumarajiva, this Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna, he is also a metallurgist, no? Okay, he teaches people how to process steel. The art of steel, even the minerals, no? How to apply minerals in this thing. They are the Brahmana.
Yeah.
For sure, and you see in the Charaka in Ayurveda. He is a
Nagarjuna only, doctor.
Nagarjuna.
Yeah.
The Ayurveda call him the wanderer.
Yeah, the wanderer, Charaka. Yeah.
And he have long hair.
Yes.
So long hair with a pen and with a long book, you know. That is the signature of Nagarjuna. They mean they compile everything, you know. They compile everything. Okay, and you see when the monk bring the text to China, they are not only bringing sutra, no. They bring the art of herbs, no, Ayurveda. So during the Sanghanlun, there are many famous doctors during the time of China. They are from India. Many great doctors, especially the surgical doctors. Okay, then they say the Hot, the name also doesn't sound Chinese. Okay, the Hot, they suspect that he is Indian. Very famous surgical doctors, no? Very famous surgical doctors, this thing. That's why now from the words from Sanghanlun, you can even see the ancient Ayurvedic principle there, no? Inside there. Because when the monk go to China, they don't only then they bring the metallurgy also, how to make the steel, how to process the steel, and this the steel are from Kusan. Even how to rear the earth, the horse, no? Even the horse, then the herbs, no? All the herbs, then all the metallurgy, even the art of steel, luckily, is preserved in Japan, you know.
The samurai sword.
Japan did it from China. Until today, the art of the samurai sword, you know. And it's very complicated, you know. Okay, the steel, when they put it too hard, it breaks easily, you know. When it's too soft, then you cannot fight. So they use a composite, you know. Okay, in between is a very hard one, then it's surrounded by a soft one, you know. It's a composite steel, and this technique is coming from India. Coming from Kusan, you know. It's coming from Kusan coming passed now to Han dynasty, you know. Han dynasty, then after that passed out to Tang dynasty. Then during the Tang dynasty, India have a war with China, defeated by Chinese, no? Because they are using cast iron steel, then the Chinese are using steel, you know. Defeated. Okay. Now just like the Chinese also, when they first fight with the Tatar, they're defeated by Tatar because Tatar are using the steel from Kusan, you know. Okay. And after that, they learn it. This thing. That's why the flow of sutra is not sutra only, you know. Okay. They also flow of technology.
Yeah.
From India. Okay. And one thing good about China is that it's well documented, you know. Who bring the art? Who is the one who this thing? Who go to there? This thing? Even the name, you know. The officer that to learn this art, who are they, which are the year, okay, it's record. The Chinese in their part, they are quite meticulous, you know, they record it down, the thumbs, the space, everything very, very clearly. Okay, that's why we until today we can still trace back, you know, the flow. That's why the British try to paint the history of India as an agricultural nation. No. Historically, India is not known to be agricultural nation. No, it's a technological nation. No, you look at the record of Chinese about India. You talk about steel, talk about this construction technology. You know, even your construction, the walls technology, the doom, also from India. Okay, even now you see all the doom, you know, all the doom, everything that is from India. Then they pass to Arabs, no, pass to this thing. Okay. Then another thing is that they always say that Indian learn the sculpture from Greek.
Other way around.
The other way around. You know why? Because why? The sculpture, the steel, everything, the tools are invented by India. Now, the tools are invented by India. How can India learn it from Greek.
True.
The other way around, no. The Greek learn it from India now. From Kusan.
Yeah.
Kashmir that side now. Okay, this the other way around, the other way around. They saw the Aryan invasion, so the other way around. India going out, no, not going into India, no. India going out, no. My goodness, that time the Kusan, you see, until the Kazakhstan, you know, until the whole this the whole this Afghan and half of this Iran, then all the Kazakhstan and half of Xinjiang, no, they call it Pamir.
Pamir.
They call it Pamir, no? They call it Pamir. This thing, then and also this the whole is a huge empire, and half of that is outside India. Half of that is outside India, but the Chinese recognize it as an Indian empire. They call it Kashmir. So when you see the Chinese record of Kashmir, no, he's not referring to the Jammu, Kashmir, and they were very small. They were small. The real Kashmir is very big now. It's a Kusan. It's a very big one. Very big one. Okay, so that's why now when we bring back the sutra, at the same time we also bring back some of the historical facts. No,
Yes.
Okay, so that you all can understand the record. So other than see the record from British, no, you might still go and read the record from China.
Better.
Okay, China at least they don't have the Western interest. No, they just record as this. No, the British, they wanted to conquer you. They wanted to make you their slave. No, turn you into an agricultural country to supply raw material to them. This the thing. You must understand that when the British come, no, okay, he closed down all the steel factory. You know, they bring all the steel factory to India to
England,
and they close down all the textile factory. You know,
yeah,
they bring it to London. Then they call it what do you call
Industrial Revolution.
Revolution. One industrial revolution. They must copy from India. No?
Full. Yeah, true.
Then the slam license, no. Then the Indian soup, you can only have 4 sailors, no, the license. Then they destroy all the
education system.
Even you also understand all things you understand.
Yeah.
Okay. But never mind, I think this is not our, we don't want to discuss too much about that, okay? But most important thing, bring back the Āgamas.
Yes, doctor. So we'll open the floor for questions also for today, doctor.
Yeah. See whether any question for today.
Questions from here, from the
studio.
Question, yeah, Dhruv has a question. Dhruv, yeah.
Dhruv,
yeah, you can use my mic, Dhruv. Yeah, you can use this.
Thank you.
You can turn this one. Dhruv, yeah.
Okay.
Kevin, Dhruv.
Yeah, Bruce, yeah.
Yeah, good morning, doctor. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, good morning.
I had
Bruce,
2 questions. First one
yeah,
is that...
one by one.
one by one, not together. So, the first question is that in the Āgamas today, in the 2nd chapter, where they gave a definition of the eternal law, we studied the same thing in the, we have seen it in the Dhammapad, even the Nikayas. So when they say hatred, is it only the hatred or relative to all the 3 poisons?
3 poisons, refer to 3 poisons.
All the 3 poisons.
It is delusion, anger, okay, and also Greek.
Okay.
Greek, yeah. So it refers to 3 poisons.
Okay.
When we say hatred, is a representative of the 3 poisons, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
The second question was when in the first chapter, in the sections like Brahmanas, you gave an example of businessmen. So where are the youngsters and the students falling in the Shramanas, Brahmanas or Bhikshus? In which section in the today's world?
No, actually, Brahmana, Sramana, okay, is you from the teaching you should know. For the teaching, you should know that this refers to Sramana. Sramana is mainly they have to throw away everything. Okay, they should not go for any possession of wealth. No. For example, they should not keep any gold. They should not keep any money. They should not keep even food. No. Okay, that's Sramana. Okay, but here Buddha say you should be wealthy. You should be definitely for Brahmana. Because Sramana cannot keep wealth now. Sramana cannot keep any wealth, money, everything. They are not allowed to do that. Only the Brahmana can do. So from the teaching, you can know whether it refer to Brahmana or refer to Sramana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That was it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
So no more questions?
Yeah, no more questions. That's
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we will go for the next week.
Yeah.
This thing. Yeah. And the good news that now in Latin America they already translated into this
Spanish.
this what they call Spanish.
Wow.
And they are actively teaching Agamas also.
Fantastic.
That's it. So I think hopefully that this we can promote worldwide. Like in the preface of Ekotara Āgamas, it said that we should try our best, okay, to preserve this teaching so that it shall not be lost. Okay, it's our duty, to preserve the teaching and promote it to everybody,
Doctor,
irrespective of their belief. Yeah.
One session we want to do on the preface because it's an important preface. The one session we will do only to understand the preface. The preface.
Preface is very important.
We should do because there it is shown. There it talks about how Ananda is being told by Mahakashyapa that if you cannot recollect from memory, use the word Shravasti. He is telling very clearly. So it will be a very important session. We will take one session on that.
Preface, he never said that. What they call Ananda memorize everything.
No.
Ananda
Compile, yeah.
Make it into Ekotarika, make it into Samyutta, make it into that we agree.
Yes.
Okay, that is the job of Ananda. He systematically compiling, grouping the sutra.
Yeah.
Okay, this what is the job done by this thing. Okay, then later of course like Nagarjuna. Okay, they also group the long sutra.
Yeah.
Long sutra like the Lotus Sutra, Vimarakati Sutra, okay, Surangama Sutra. This so many types of sutra.
True.
The long sutra. This thing. So now in the future, if you want to know anything about Brahmana, read the long sutra.
Perfect.
But this thing now. And the problem is that the now Brahmana they call them Mahayana. No. Actually, I think we better use the word Brahmana.
Brahmana.
Yeah, Brahmana. Okay, this is the thing. So we do away with Hinayana or what they call Mahayana or whatever this thing or whatever yana. None of our concern,
True.
Okay, this is the thing. Yeah. So I think that's all for today.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you so much, Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
What a early, I think now that would be early morning for Dr. Lim and he still managed to, take out time. That's the passion, that's the dedication. Yeah, and we had a good session, long one, but it's okay. Once in a week, we get to, interact with him and that time spent is well spent.
Yeah, and I just want to ask this, that in the first EA 24.7, in the verse which was spoken by a Buddha, this was also written that timely giving brings lasting peace.
Yeah.
And the session we did in the morning where he did not give when he had time. So I think that really relates well with that.
True. Means if somebody is thirsty, you give him a glass of water.
Yeah.
When he's already drinking, when you give him a glass of water, no point.
No
right?
point, yeah.
Yeah. So taking a glass of water and trying to extinguish a fire that is already gone would be foolish, right?
Yeah.
So doing your activity based on what is needed, helping somebody when it is needed the most. That's the key of giving. That's what wisdom comes in for.
Yes, with wise donors.
Yeah, wise donors.
Okay, so I think we can wrap up today's session.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for
Thank you so
joining,
much.
and we will see you next week on Saturday 8:30 for the Hindi's Nikaya. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You already become 7 colors.
Yeah.